It's a funky party, just you and me. Under the stars, they share a little bite. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share. Hey, Funky Bones, don't you bones, don't you hide. Ooh yeah, Kira's got the apples open wide. Coming close, just a nibble, don't be afraid. No afraid. Look at them paws, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Ooh yeah, Kira's got the apples. Funky Bones, Funky Bones. Ooh yeah, it's a funky party, just you and me. Hey, hey, Under the stars, they share a little bite. Yeah, Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. Funky kind of magic only they can share. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Kira's got the apples open wide. Share a moment in the cool night air. Funky kind of magic only they can share.
Little gray luncheon in the hay, chewing, skipping, never stays. Backyard wild, gotta play, jumping, running every day. Grass is green under the sky, little gray lets it all fly. Muddy paws, you don't care why, wings of earth, they aim so high. Freedom in his furry flight, sun and moon is only guide. No more walls, no cage inside, little gray so wild inside. Bossy grind, he's on the move, no one's rules, he's got his groove. Nature's beat, he feels the soothe, little gray always to prove. Under stars, under dreams, world ain't small, so it seems. Little gray's got big schemes, life rolls on in flowing streams. Hay for breakfast, sun for noon, stars and moonlight come so soon. Little gray under night's tune, backyard life's a wild cartoon.
scrappy rabbit on a naughty spree. Bananas from Capits in Korea, quick to flee. Seasoned sisters jumping wild and free, leapfrogging over Posh spice, too stealthy for me. Cookie bags crumble, teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Tiny eyes glinting, always on the prowl. Moving through the shadows, stealthy as an owl. Captain Stash pilfered, making her scowl. Teeny's got agility, swift as a howl. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night, feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild and on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night, feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild and on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Give her a toy. Teeny's grand adventure, loving it all.
Dusty the rabbit, all covered in hay, building her nest like it's time to play. Big floppy ears and a mischievous twitch. In the yard, she's always digging a ditch. She sneaks through with a hop and a skip, eyes wide open, just looking for a trip. Suspicious, she is not denying that fact. Playful trickster, always up to some act. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the ways she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show.
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar rush blazing a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws, leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession, like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right. He grins, mischievous eyes so wild. The chaos around him driving friends mild. Cookies drop, crumbs scatter in the bush. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Bite mark stories on furry cheeks. Donkey the rabbit at his cookie peak. Friends band together, a loving chase. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Inkle face, nibble pace. Donkey the rabbit, but sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, nibble on your face. Cookies come, big bugger falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Plans ignore. Donkey want more, can't ignore.
He's a rabbit that can't get
cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops. Eat the cookie. He's a cookie. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating. 'Cause he's a cookie king. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating. 'Cause he's a cookie king. One, two, three, four.
In a kingdom far away, there's a princess named Kira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight, she dances through the meadow with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen. But Captain Kira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by your side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. Captain Kira dances, her heart.
He's in the corner in the hallway. You ready to go in, mister? It's time? Okay. Let's get on in there, donkey. You coming in? Mhm. Oh, I've got your food tray. Oh, yes, I do. Mr. Bandonka. Oh, it's Nummy's towel. Hot flower off. My giant bunzerinos. How is everyone? Hewley. My main man moderator. My main man moderator extraordinaire. But yeah. How we doing? All right. Donkey. Uh-oh. Guys, someone nibble my coaster. Can you come in? Come on, donks. Big boy. Let's see here. So we've got girls' side. Let's give girls' side gang. Oh, are we ready? Are we ready? Can I step? Guys. Make way, make way. Yup, yup. For the, as my mom likes to say, and I was just talking to my mom, if you're watching, we all know what this is called, right, Mom? Num Num Dinner Dish. It's Num Num Dinner Dish. Now, Mom, if you are watching, Hewlin Mall, or Hewlin Mod, as I like to call him, my main man moderator, he has also called dinner time for them Num Num Dinner Dish. And I said my mom would be so proud. So I was just talking to my mom, Hewlin Mall, and she might she watching? She was about to bring my dad, I think, a blueberry muffin, possibly a blueberry muffin that she made. This is very exciting. I mean, blueberry muffins, that's some serious good eating, as Dad likes to say. Okay, guys, I have to put my foot down here. Oh, thank you. Oh, here, I'm so excited for Num Num dinner dish. Num Num dinner dish. Your Num Num dinner dish is in there, puppy. Just have to go in. Look, go in there, and your Num Num dinner dish. Look, there is your Num Num dinner dish. Num Num dinner dish is right there, pups. Oh, los tres amigos tres, the amigos three. Oh, el conejo salta entre su enclosure. The bunny jumped into his enclosure. Saltar means to jump in español. El conejo malo, Bad Bunny, cantó en español en el Super Bowl. Y yo comprendo más o menos que canta. I was just saying, I understood some of what Bad Bunny was singing in the Super Bowl last night. And even though there were the subtitles were going by pretty quickly, you know, he a lot of words per minute for that guy. So I was like, okay, some of it I get. Some was passing me by, even though I am a Spanish speaker. But man, the halftime show that he did. Okay, this is how out of the loop I was. I knew he had guest singers, obviously, during the show. Then I looked at a tiny bit of a review today, and it said that it was not Beyonce. What am I saying? Not Beyonce. Lady Gaga. And I was like, wait, that was Lady Gaga? I didn't even know that was her. And then the other guy, oh shoot, I can't remember who the other guy was, but I was like, oh, Lady Gaga was okay. That's who the woman was. ¿Cómo estás? Kristen Cheyenne, Star Triple Kristen Cheyenne, Estrella, RRR. Ella viaje acerca y viaje leer. Leer lejos. But you know what? I think it would translate better to viajes allí y viajes allá. That's like near and far. Allí, allá. Kristen Cheyenne Estrella. Triple R's. How do you like that? Are you talking about Bad Bunny? El conejo malo? Sí, sí, sí. Hablando. Yo estoy hablando como Bad Bunny. Yes, I am talking about Bad Bunny. Nunca recuerdo cuando uno tiempo que el show entero del Super Bowl que fue en español, completamente en español. So like I've never seen a halftime show that I remember that was completely in Spanish. That blew my mind. I was very proud that I knew Spanish, but even so, it went by quickly. One more week until that's so sweet. That's right. She is going to be sweet 16 on the 16th of February. Didn't you know Bad Bunny was wearing a bulletproof vest? Oh no, was he really? That's tragic. And he did kind of look like he had almost like a corset on. Like I was like, wow, he's very you know what I mean? Triangular, kind of cylindrical. I did actually notice his physicality didn't seem normal to me. That's tragic. I hate that so much. Bulletproof vests. Although someone could have shot him elsewhere, you know? There's other so I don't know. The bulletproof vest, like I said, you can still be shot in other places. But yeah, that's a sign of the times, Kristen. That's a dark sign of the times. You know, you can disagree with people. You don't have to be violent. Violence is never going to solve anything. It's so brutal. It's like, I don't know. I was going to say, are we cave people? But they're finding more and more that the Neanderthal population, that they were very artistic and they seemed like they were intensely emotional and deep, had deep thoughts and were expressed themselves in art. They were like quite artistic. And I don't think we are necessarily progressing in a straight line of more violence to less violence. I think the world's always had violence, as far as I know, as far as like written, you know, history that we truly is documented, but I don't know. I mean, I'm going to sound like a flower child, but I mean, love is always the answer, and violence and war and all that stuff is never the answer. And yet we keep repeating this cycle. So how does it end, Don't get it. I was a bit underwhelmed by the Green Bay's pregame performance. They just um songs from the American Idiot. Wait, just did 3 songs from their American Idiot. Oh, Green. I think it's a Green in this thing. What do I say? Oh, you can tell I grew up in Chicago. My brain read Green Bay. Um, okay, see, I had a very stressful day yesterday. Some of it was good, but I missed the first part of the Super Bowl. And I missed the anthem, and I missed the pregame stuff, which I really wish I could have seen that. I'm sure I can just pull it up on YouTube. Not a big deal, but like it wasn't the day I really expected it to be. Let's just say that. Um, he was wearing a bulletproof vest on because he got 400 death threats from people and from ICE. Wait, and from ICE? And he had to rush and it did seem very fast. I mean, it seemed hectic. Are you serious? From ICE, but ICE can't make threats. They're oh. Okay, I hope that's just like, that can't be accurate, Kristen. I mean, I don't trust those guys because I think they were hired on the fly. They're just out of desperate, you know what I mean? It's like they're not highly trained, well respected people who have been working for the government for 20 plus years. You know what I mean? Like an operation like ICE, I would think you would need to be the most highly trained, experienced. I mean, you need to be trained in like social work too. I mean, you're grabbing kids and I mean, just anyone, but like, I mean, I am in no way in shape and form impressed by ICE and have any faith in their skills or their safety or their intelligence. But I mean, is that true that actual ICE officers were targeting him? I mean, I can understand how they'd be angry with what he represents and how he feels, but I mean, like I think half of America, if not hopefully more of America, is disgusted by the whole ICE thing, like the way it's being played out. And everyone knows what I'm talking about. We don't need to, get specific on every point, everything that's happened, but I mean, it's a disaster. It's just tragic, violent. I mean, just terrifying disaster. I mean, yeah. I mean, people keep making comparisons to Nazi Germany, and that's been unfolding since Trump took presidency. I mean, and that hasn't just been ICE, but ICE is just a huge, glaring, in your face example of it. Anyway, my other man was doing the anthem. Who did the anthem? I missed it, Kristen. Heh, Charlie Booth. What? Who's that? My manager's man, John Bon Jovi, was at the Super Bowl. I saw him. You know what? He looked really nice. He looked good. He looks like he's like taking care of himself and aging well. It's really nice to see rock stars that you assume back in the 80s were probably not treating themselves all that nicely, but like clearly they are treating themselves like with love and respect and not trashing themselves to look good at that age, having been in the rock and roll industry. The threats were also from Trump. Wait, did Trump say something directly about Bad Bunny? Why is our president saying anything about the halftime show? I mean, okay, why would I even ask that? Because it's Trump and because he tweets and he's on social media, which is completely inappropriate for a president. I mean, like, is that true though? Did he really like say threatening things about Bad Bunny? I didn't even know who Bad Bunny. Kristen, the only reason I knew who Bad Bunny was because you said the name Bad Bunny in church one night, and I was like, are you talking about Teeny? Like, are you talking about one of my rabbits that's really naughty? And you were like, no, he's like a rapper or something. And I was like, oh. And then I've now since heard like a little documentary on NPR about him, and I was like, okay, interesting fellow. Like, I mean, I still had never even heard him perform, I don't think, until the Super Bowl yesterday, but he's got an interesting story, and that alone, I was like, "Okay, I'm kind of intrigued to check this guy out," you know? I was curious. And he performed well, and the entire production was so elaborate, I was wondering if they were, like, AI-ing all this stuff in, like I don't know, it looked like sugarcane fields, and I was just like, the store, the bodega, and, like, all the different people, I was like, "Is this even happening?" Like, or are they just, like, green screening a lot of it? I was like, "How?" Like, they put on an elaborate music video, but live. Like, they did the music video all in, like, one continuous take. I was like, "How" and the camera work, how did they do it? I don't know. Trump said that he didn't like the halftime show because nobody could understand Bad Bunny and that Bad Bunny is not a US citizen. Okay. I will say this. I think they should have put the subtitles in English, okay? I was like, yeah, I get that it's in Spanish, but like if I was watching as a Spanish speaking person and I had chosen subtitles in Spanish, okay, yeah, I would expect subtitles in Spanish, but I was just in my normal table, whatever the settings were not for Spanish subtitles. So I was like, wow, it looks like they chose to do the subtitles in Spanish. And that confused me because, hello, we're in America. So that confused me. However, because I speak Spanish, it helped me understand. Like I did, it helped me because I spoke Spanish. But had it been in English, I probably would have tuned out to what he was singing. And I probably would have just, you know, looked at the subtitles. So I don't know, but I was confused by that. I was like, sing in whatever language you like, but maybe have English as the subtitle. That is one thing that I was like, I don't get it. Like, even if, and a lot of the people in this country who know Spanish you are not fluent enough to get, like, you know what I mean? Rapping is very fast, and I don't even understand half of the rappers who are rapping in English. I'm like, "What?" You know what I mean? I catch, like, every 5th word maybe, and I'm like, the rest flies by. So, yeah, I mean, I understand. I do have criticisms about the subtitles, but, Kristen Shine Star, you're sending me a picture? Hang on, let me catch up with the chat, and then I'll look at it. I hate how Super Bowl tickets are so high. Are they totally? I bet they've gotta be ridiculously expensive. Even the college football tickets for, like, the Rose Bowl and all that stuff, like, they were, um, crazy expensive, a couple $1,000. I don't even know what Super Bowl tickets would go for. Yeah, true. And you know what? The college football games were way more exciting and intense and fascinating than any of the NFL stuff this year. The Super Bowl game itself, I kept nodding off, and AJ Punk, I don't think you're here yet, but I'm sorry I didn't respond. I didn't see any of your posts until today. I wasn't feeling well by last night at all. I really wrenched my back shoveling some heavy icy snow from all the way from my driveway, my stairs, my deck. Long story, but it had to be done. And I rushed through it and I really hurt myself. Um, yeah. Oh, hey, Mr. Wee's been on and on and on. How much? Yeah. How much were the tickets? Cardi B was also in the halftime show too. I mean, I know that name, but I can't even think of who that is. That's how out of it I am. That's how out of it I am. But I mean, I know who Lady Gaga is. Finally figured out who that was. Just not a big fan. I'm not a big Lady Gaga fan. Bad Bunny, like I said, this is the first time I'd ever seen him. It was interesting to see who he was. It's not my favorite kind of music by a long shot. I'm just not into rap music. I love hip hop. I love old hip hop. So, and that's not to say I think rap music is bad. I think people are able to get very specific messages out through rap music. And if it speaks to you, that's wonderful, you know? But, it has to be really great rap for me to like it, and then I do like it. I really do. But there's just it seems like there's a lot of rap music that just doesn't speak to me, like, it doesn't sound good, it doesn't make me wanna listen more and more, and sometimes the message, I'm like, "I'm sorry, it's just not well written," you know? I mean, like, Stephen Squire can write a rap song. I love his rap stuff. I'll listen to that till the cows come in, and that's not even his thing. His main thing is being a rapper. So, be clever, be funny, be interesting, be fascinating, I don't know, tell a story, tell a true story, and then maybe I'll wanna listen. Lady Gaga looks different from what she okay, I think that's gotta be true because I they had a full-on close-up to her face, and I was like, "Oh, well, that's obviously some young, hip singer that I just don't know who she is yet because 'cause I'm just not hip and I don't know a lot of the current people." It didn't cross my mind. I didn't even think, "Could that be Lady Gaga?" It just didn't look like what I remember her looking like. That's funny that you said that, Kristen. How much sl how much sleep did I get? Oh my gosh. Kristen, um, I didn't get much sleep this last week, and especially this weekend. So, like, I know people who watch Saturday Night. I had a friend die. He actually died 3 years ago. I didn't know it till Saturday night. Um, or was it Friday night that I found out? Wait. Yeah, I think it was Friday night when I was watching the Olympic opening ceremonies. Yeah, that's when it was. So anyway, I don't even wanna bore you guys with all the things that I had to deal with this weekend, but they were all totally different things, but they were all stressful, and, I woke up yesterday with a headache and a backache, and then I had to do all the shoveling, and it got way worse. I woke up today in a lot of pain, and it's finally getting way better, but, I mean, I have not been well, Kristen, to be honest with you, and I've gotten very little sleep. How was your day? And how much sleep have you gotten? I'm just giving you the honest truth. Thank you, Wes. We's been on and on and on. Dooby doo doo. Well, this friend of mine I had stopped hearing from about 3 years ago, and I thought, "Oh, well, he must just be busy with his little girl and his beautiful wife and his wonderful life," and, his wife is a celebrity, and she has to go and do, like, big film shoot things and stuff, and so he was very busy being kind of almost like a single dad because, his wife would have these big projects, that she would work on. And I was, like, helping him, like, he's like, how do I run a play date? Do I plan things for the kids, or do I just let him play with all the toys? And then I just stopped hearing from him, and I assumed, "Oh, well, he's just busy with family life. That's understandable." Well, no, he got brain cancer. So, I was just I'm still kind of in shock. Plus I mean, that's just one of the things that is just in its own category because it happened. You know what I mean? To me, it's like it just happened, but it happened 3 years ago, and his daughter was only 7 when he died. So, and he was kinda like the main parent in a way because, like I said, the mom was had a career that took her away, to do things, and, yes, Kristen Cheyenne Star, we were actually performing that dance to the Bad Bunny song. Wait, so Christy, you knew who Bad Bunny was? How do you know these things? How come I didn't know about Bad Bunny? You have a stress headache too? Oh my gosh, yeah, Wes. I woke up with one Sunday and it finally started going away today by like 4:30, 5 o'clock. But I mean, it wasn't until about 6 that I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna be able to stream. I was not sure. I wasn't sure, but yeah, just so much stress and it all piled up. You know what? I will say this. I called the jury hotline last night for jury duty because I was supposed to serve this week. Um, it got canceled again. No jury trials all week this week. They said, "Be ready next week." So I'm like, I can't even imagine if I had had to show up at jury duty at 8 a.m. Because when I get a bad headache, I have a tendency to throw up. I'm just gonna say, guys, and it would not have been pretty. Oh, man. Bougie Christy. You think the show was amazing last night? Oh my gosh, Christy. I was like, "How is this happening in real time?" Like, I was just saying a second ago, I'm like, I thought a lot of it was CGI'd in and patched in and green screens but, like, the longer it went on, I was like, "No, all this stuff is, like, right there, and they're just tracking him." How did they You're gonna have to Christy, ask or maybe you know this, but, like, ask your husband, how did they do all that camera work? You know? It was like it was to me, it looked as if there was a camera frame coming off of Bad Bunny's head and, like, hanging down, but there wasn't. So how did they do that? How did they track him right in front of his face, you know? I couldn't believe it. I mean, plus everything was elaborate, the sets, they had a bodega store, they had, like, I don't know, sugarcane fields that I think were on rollers. I think they were in trays, planter trays on rollers. Krispy Kreme and I are plant freaks, so I pay attention to stuff like that. I'm like, "Wait a minute, are those planted real plants?" And I think they were in soil in, like, shallow trays that had rollers, and they were, like, able to roll them around. Who the heck did that? I mean, I just was like And how much money did that cost to do basically like a live music video, an elaborate live music video? Going good. Excuse me. Happy that the weather is above freezing. Oh my gosh, Crispy. I was surprised that it actually happened. It's like I think I had looked ahead and saw, oh yeah, we're gonna have warm up, but all my snowpack is still there. It's just getting a little more slippery. So it's still kind of troublesome to try to drive out of my house. Um, I thought that wedding looked real. And part of the reason it looked real to me was the expressions on the couple's faces. I was like, wait a minute, I think something just happened. Like, that is so cool. How did they get to do that? Can you imagine? Oh, yeah, we were the couple that got married in the Super Bowl halftime show. Um, those grass were people. What do you mean? Wait, did I miss like the grass? You mean symbolized people, like thousands of people? Wait, what do you mean by that? Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to go back and watch this. I thought that it was like real tall grasses that I thought maybe was like a sugar cane. 'Cause why was it so tall? Oh my gosh, wait, my mind is blown. Now I had a raging headache by the time I was watching the halftime show. Oh my gosh. Wait, and the reason the grass people is because they could only wait, because they could only take 26 carts in and had 7 or 8 minutes to get it. I know, how in the heck did they do all that? So some of the grass was in the carts and was real, right? Like the stuff that was like he was going like brushing by? Your source was wrong about the winner. It was an old video game from the 90s. There was 380 to 500 people playing as the grass. Oh, I gotta go back and okay. Are you guys trolling me? All of the grass in the set were a ton of people. You serious? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so gullible. Like I didn't even know what I was watching. I did have a bad headache. I really did. Um, you think, oh no, no, don't be dying. No, Kristen, I want to hear something good from you. Um, oh, thank you, Christy. But so sorry to hear about my friend. Yeah, he had a little kid and I don't know. He was just so happy to be a dad. You know, the last I heard from him, I remember he was saying this was when his daughter, well, yeah, this is probably one of the last things I heard from him because his daughter was 7 when he died, and I hadn't heard from him in 3 yep, so that makes sense. So she was 4, and he was trying to teach her how to tie her shoes, and she didn't want to. She was like, "Can you just put my shoes on?" "Papa, can you just put my shoes on?" And he was trying to slowly give her step by step, and he was like, "Well, I'll help you." And she just turns to him and she's like, "I think I see what you're trying to do here." A 4-year-old. And I was like, "You are in for a real, treat here." I'm like, "She is something else." And he's like, "Oh, she's always been something else." Like, she was, like, super smart and sassy, and I never got to meet her in person, but she was just a beautiful little girl. Sure, she still is, but, yeah. Yeah, if you ever stop hearing from someone all of a sudden, guess you should try to inquire and see what's happening. I was just trying to give him his space. I don't even know. Because like I said, his wife is a celebrity and she doesn't do social media. And she was barely comfortable with the fact that he was on Facebook. And stuff, and so I figured it had something to do with that. Um, 100% real. The grass was actually people, no joke. You didn't know until after? How did they how did they do it? I don't know what is going on. Wait, Fallen Boy? Wait, hang on. Who is I'm sorry, I missed you. Are you someone who changed their name? Oh, Captain Morgan. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a while, bud. How's it going, Juice Cadlaroon? Um, you've lost contact with people? Yeah, I mean, it happens. And he's not the only person who's kinda I'm sure there've been other people that dropped out, but this was someone who we, like, wrote each other frequently, um, and he because he was a dad and, like, he was wanting, all this advice, and he just I don't know. He just had so many good things happening in his life he wanted to share, and I don't know. I figured he was living a very busy life as the husband of a famous celebrity. Um, what else? What did I miss any more? Yeah, Krispy Kreme. Did you know that was Lady Gaga in the halftime show song? Like I saw her up close. The camera did a nice close up, but I had no idea that that was her. I just figured it was like some new contemporary, pop singer or someone that I just didn't know who she was yet. Um, you sent a few things on Instagram about that. Oh, thank you, Crispy. Um, I did pop on Instagram for like 1 second, but like all of the big stressful things that I've had since Friday, they did not come to an end until like at the end of the day today. So like I didn't even do a video. I didn't even get to do a YouTube short for these guys. Yes, big puppies. I did get to come in and pet these guys finally near the end of the day. Oh, I felt so bad. Didn't really get to spend as much time with them as I would have liked. But Mr. Grinch. I don't think I'm gonna go see some of the other bunnies. Donkey. Hey, Donkey's in the hallway lounging. That looks very comfy. What a cutie pie. Let's see, but I need to see these guys over here. Maybe I'll go this way. Oh, did I scare you? Did I get up real suddenly? Okay, Posh. Who do we have over here? It's a teddy bear blanket. Oh my gosh, you guys, on a positive note, you guys, I went on the Giant Buns merch shop. Wait, oh my gosh, is it Lillian? Oh, hola, hola. Wait, I'm not sung anyone's song today. La chica bonita Lilian está en el Giant Buns. La chica bonita se llama Lilian. Lilian tienes un conejito. Un conejito guapito se llama Bubby. Yeah, I was just thinking about you today, Lily, and I'm like, wow, I haven't been a little while. So I was hoping everything was okay. But yeah, you definitely were in my mind. Um, ¿Cómo estás, Liliana? Liliana Banana, no, Banana na, Mr. Wee's Banana. Banana na, Mr. Wee's Banana. Banana na, Mr. Wee's Banana. Frittata, pina colada, Hakuna Matata, driving me out. We love 'em a whole lot. Da, 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 da. Mr. Wee's Banana Split. Oh, yeah. There's probably a donkey named Rabbit or Bunny somewhere. I actually have wondered about that. Have you noticed there's so many pets that are named of an animal that they are not? And I think it's kinda cute. I don't actually have a problem with it. Obviously, I mean, part of the reason that Donkey got named Donkey was because when he was born, everyone kinda thought he looked like Dinky, you know? So it was kinda like that too. You didn't notice Ricky Martin until after, though, when someone mentioned him? Yeah. I mean, I saw that there were, like, obviously, like, ooh, little special guest spots, in the thing, but I was like, "I don't know who these people are." I could not identify them. Um, "You're good, long work day, just got home." "Hmm, I figured you were busy with work. You've had a lot of work, and also, um, have you been sick? I've missed Giant Buns and all of um, its affiliates." Yes. The Bunz family, new day, same stuff, work in the gym. You knew it was Lady Gaga? Okay. I think Christy is more hip than I am. She is. Wait, who else I didn't sing, wait, what is Krispy Kreme's song? Oh my goodness. Have you ever seen a Krispy Kreme, a Krispy Kreme, a Krispy Kreme? Have you ever seen a Krispy Kreme Krusty Krab? I don't know if that's gonna work. I think I need a better song. Christy, what was your song? I don't even remember. Um, Maybe if I get a rabbit that looks like Dinky or Donkey, I could name it Donkey or Dinky. Oh no, Donkey. In some places, donkey is pronounced donkey. I kind of like donkey. Danky? No. That's like your rabbit is mildewed. Oh, that's a danky rabbit. He done mildewed that poor bunny. You haven't been to the gym for a long time. I commend you. I know you are really committed, Hewley. You've been you've been trying to make it to my friend's weekly Pilates. Ooh, that's not I don't know what the second word is. HIT class? She does though. Ooh, Pilates. That is cool. Yeah, I think Pilates can be really transformative. It's like it can like help you even out stuff, muscles and, straighten out scoliosis and um that's one of the things I deal with. I do have scoliosis. It's not like you can really tell just from looking at me, but it's just a hereditary thing. My mom's family, they all have bad backs. God love them. It's just genetics, not much you can do about it. Not their fault. Um, Moldy Buns. Oh no, and Julian Mall could have a channel called Moldy Buns with starring Danky the bunny, the mildewy bunny. I try to stay consistent. I feel like a fatty if I don't. I think people were made to move. I mean, you know, I think some people have really, what are those, ectomorphic bodies, and they don't necessarily need to move a whole lot, but I think most of us are, I don't know what mesomorphs or endomorphs, shoot, I can't remember. I think most of us tend to hold on to weight though as um a survival technique. Just, you know what I mean? I think our bodies want to hold on to as much extra as they can. Just, there's times of famine, times of war, times of, mass migration, where you have no stability. And women have it even worse because you could get pregnant, your body's thinking, well, not only could there be, you know, famine, migration, war, all this kind of stuff, there you could get pregnant at any time and like be a pregnant woman prevailing across the continent with not enough food and you know yeah, I think we are meant to kind of keep moving a lot, but I don't know. I don't feel good without ballet, and I was so sick today I couldn't even go to ballet. And yeah, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to miss my like schedule of things that I do. But at least I didn't have jury duty. I almost would have preferred jury duty, honestly, to the stressful stuff that has happened in the last number of days. Jury duty seems calm and easier compared to the other stuff. Bubby is invited to a meet and greet in Valentine's Day to meet a few other bunnies, and oh my gosh, and he might select one to come home. Maybe not though. Oh my gosh. Wait, did you say it's on Valentine's Day? Oh my gosh, he could meet his fun wife or bun friend, whatever you want to call it. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lillian, that's wonderful. Well, congratulations for having the opportunity to do that. And that is the sweetest thing. I mean, you never know what's going to happen, like I think you just never know. I know bonding rabbits is not the easiest thing, but you've been able to do it, and I always thought that I was impressed by the fact that you were able to bond your rabbits, but also I know what a commitment it was. Like you really committed to it, and you did it gradually. It sounds like Pilates has helped your neck and back and body generally. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, Lillian. I mean, not to be weird or anything, but I think you do look really good. Like, it must be doing nice things for you because can just see, like, I don't know, you look like you have good energy and you just look good. You know what I mean? Um, but I haven't seen you in a little while. But no, you know what? It wasn't that long ago that I saw you. You got stuck in the snow on my driveway, so it's only been since the snow, so it hasn't been that long. You have scoliosis? It's so hard because, we all carry tension. When we get stress and tension, it goes into those deep core muscles and, it's all part of your back and your pelvis and all that stuff. But people who have scoliosis, we tend to get more pain associated with stress in backs and headaches because we already have issues with those muscles. And so I, for one, my family, most people in my family have had like back surgeries by this, my age, and some of them multiple surgeries, and almost disabled. Really, I think some of them are actually disabled. But if I don't stick to my nightly routine and ballet, throw in some running or some swimming when I can, If I don't do it religiously, I can't function. I really can't. And there are days when I can barely walk, and it's like, but if I go to ballet, which is extremely intense physically, it does wonders for me. You know, it really does keep my core strong and everything else. And if I didn't do ballet, like Lillian, I probably would do Pilates or something. I have my little Rodney Yee yoga. I have like an old VHS tape, which is my favorite yoga workout of his. I have DVDs. I have DVDs of his, and they're all good, but there's something about his very first videos that he did like in Hawaii, and they work for me. They're simple, but they're slow. They're a little bit slower than some of his other stuff. And you kind of hold poses for a little bit longer. I like that. Bunnies, Bunpanion. Oh, yes. I appreciate that. I've been trying to be, yeah. I've just, you just, I don't know. You just look really good. Um, and you look so cute in your buns wear. Oh my gosh, that was the other thing I was going to bring up, you guys. I went ahead and I went on the Giant Buns merch store, which just go to giantbuns.com and the little merch store link will be on there. But you guys, the stuff that was available on there is just so cute. Wait till you see when the merch comes in. Wait till you see. I'm gonna have so much fun showing you guys the merch. And some of it is just for the bunnies. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I told my mom tonight, I'm like, "Mom, I have a merch store for the bunnies." And she was like, "Wait a minute." She was like, "Are you kidding?" She's like, "That's" oh, she was impressed. And then she was like, "Wait, so you're" she was basically like, "So yeah, I guess I could watch your live stream." And I don't know if she's watching, but like she seemed very interested when I was talking to her. I also told her that I was very close to getting monetized. You guys, we are now up to 476 people, I think. And all I need is 500 subs. I only need like 24 more people. Oh my gosh. And the guys, okay, I met two absolutely wonderful guys yesterday that subscribed like while they were talking to me because I was showing them the channel. That was a positive thing. These guys were totally sweethearts. And so I don't know if they're watching tonight because they just joined yesterday, but yeah, I really appreciated anyone who subs. I'm like, it's so exciting because we're so close, and I may only make 10 cents a day. I don't care, but just the fact that I could get monetized with these cutie pies is very exciting. Oh, finally, the other thing is they're 100 pounds of food that I've waited 3.5 weeks to receive. I'm finally picking it up at the FedEx hub near my town because for 3.5 weeks, their food has been driven around, and every time they see my road, they turn around and they won't deliver it. Why they didn't just take it to the FedEx hub and have me pick it up there? I went. That was another thing. I've spent days negotiating with FedEx. I'm like, just let me pick it up at your trucking hub, please. So anyway, they're finally gonna get their food. They've been on basically a hay fast for a month because it's been a disaster. But Krispy Kreme, I will have you know, the grocery thing that we do together with the truck, they finally got the organic Modesto milling food back in stock. I ordered like 10 bags. I'm so excited. And there's no way that it can't be delivered because I am going to unload the truck myself to get this food. Anyway, you're so sweet. I'll cry. You're loving your buns. Oh my gosh, you look adorable. You look so cute. I'm so proud that you're wearing Bunz wear. Joseph Pilates invented in the 20s. Was he? It was back then. Dude, he was a German physical trainer. He had some really good ideas. I love Pilates. You've picked up large orders just outside my neighborhood before. Yeah, Krispy Kreme. No one will come down my road. My postman came back here the other day. He's the only one who's come back here. And he was like, I didn't even know he came back. Unfortunately, I missed him. But the reason part of the reason he's a good friend of mine. So he was just trying to do me a favor, but he's like, yeah, I had a really hard time getting out of your cul-de-sac. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Because like rural mail carriers, they like just drive their own little mail trucks. Like they're responsible for a lot of stuff that you wouldn't think they were. But to have to get your mail truck towed out of a distant country road is not really fun. Lillian can tell you how bad my road is. Oh, what did we do, Lillian? We poured bag of pine pellets around your tires. Then we got filthy bath mats that had been peed on by the bunnies, which were about to be washed. We put all these big bath mats under her tires, and oh man, we did what we could, and it did work eventually. But poor Lillian, the last thing she needed that day. Um, wait. Um, the Pilates you go to is often more men than women attending. You did a Rodney yoga workout? You did? Oh yeah, I love Rodney. I was so surprised at how much I liked that guy because I was like, he seemed like he was going to be a little too enthusiastic and like, yay, blah, 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 but then he ended up being super chill. I don't know. And the video that I have is one of his old school ones, and he talks about how it helped him as a dancer. Was he the guy who had been a dancer? Yeah, I think he had been a dancer, which I liked. But the thing that was coolest is that he was like, I had such a traumatic relationship with my father and it helped me so much. And I was like, that was so interesting to me. Like yoga helped his body physically, but it like helped his whole like life. And I was like, wow, thanks for sharing. But I love that kind of stuff. I love people's stories and what they can do to improve their life, and that's so interesting, and it made me happy too because I'm like, here's a guy who, how painful is it to have a rough relationship with a parent, but then he really thought, I think he was just going to walk away from it and just be like, yeah, I don't talk to my dad, but somehow it really helped him. It just brought like a fresh approach, I guess. And probably techniques with dealing with stress, which is what I could use some of that. So it's interesting. Yeah. So a lot of guys, I think I think Pilates it just balances and strengthens so many important parts of the body. I don't think it would be more for women. Um, I hope they still have it by the time the order ships. I know. Well, I got that email from them today that had, just talking about new products and things that are on sale. And I was like, oh my gosh. I looked at the week they're delivering and I thought, I think, that I can do that week because it's right after jury duty ends and there's nothing happening, I don't think, that week. And I was like, okay, because I need stuff. And if Amazon won't come out here, UPS, FedEx, if no one will deliver, um, I'm gonna be in trouble. I mean, not necessarily. I can go to like have it delivered to other places. I guess I'll have to, but you know what? The trucking, our grocery trucking thing can be perfect when I can't get people to come back here. Oh, yeah, Pilates is not easy. You're targeting and yeah, I mean, none of that stuff is easy. I didn't find yoga easy. I used to think yoga was sitting in the lotus position and just, like, meditating. I thought it was more like that and maybe doing the splits a couple times, but yoga ain't easy. Um, it's intense. It can be really intense. I've done more, if you can tell, I've done more yoga than Pilates, but something I do that is, I think, similar to Pilates is I do Feldenkrais technique every night. And Feldenkrais, one of the things that is might be a little different or just more specific is Feldenkrais does the pelvic clock, where you slowly move your pelvis. You pretend like you're going to each number on the clock, and then you do like diagonals, and then you do sweeping like circular motions. But for people that have really bad back problems, when you strengthen every little tiny muscle in your pelvis and you also stretch them a little bit, it has done a world of wonders for me. So if, like Wes, I don't know if you've ever tried to do the Feldenkrais technique, but there's lots of books out there. But I learned it from the book, but also I took a theater movement class where my theater instructor, he was like an expert. He was like certified in teaching Feldenkrais. It changed my life because even as a young girl, I had severe back problems. Like I was one of those kids that was flagged in grade school for having scoliosis, like the school nurses like looked at everyone and they were like, yeah, you got to go see a specialist, you have scoliosis and all this. And it was very traumatic. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to hear that there's something wrong with me. And yeah, so I've been having to deal with keeping strong my whole life. Not sometimes not even because I want to, it's just if I stop when my back muscles weaken, they become more uneven and then I just can't function. But anyway, I'm glad to hear all of you guys do like Pilates and yoga and obviously Human Mall, you go to the gym and work out. I mean, it's wonderful. Um, you just gotta keep moving, use it or lose it if you can. I mean, some people just get to the point where they, or they're born with things that keep them unable to move a whole lot. So I'm thankful that I can move as much as I can. I mean, every day I'm like, and the fact that I can do ballet, even with the back things that I have, I'm like just amazed. I'm so thankful that I can do ballet. Some days I can't do ballet, and that's for like today. Not that's very sad, but you will have to look up this Joseph and Rodney. Yeah. Yeah, totally. I think all the snow will be melted by within the next week. You think so? So the trouble that I have is that when I'm in the middle of the snow melting, I get the slush, and sometimes the slush will stay on the road and keep kind of freezing up and unfreezing, and it can actually be harder to drive when the snow is melting, but yeah, I mean, I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see that the snow is gone. Um, I mean, we've got big snowdrifts back here too along the road because we got more than some places did around here. We probably got closer to 2 feet of snow. Maybe some of that is drift, but then the snowplow, when the guy plowed the road, the sides, the snowbanks are just huge. So it's like the amount of time it's going to take for the road to not have slush and snow, I think it's going to be a while. But we'll see. Isn't it supposed to get up to like 50 soon? I've been so stressed. I haven't even looked at the weather. I have no clue what's coming up. It was the AM and PM yoga that I did of Rodney's. Okay. I don't have that one. I think all yeah, Kira has been flagged. Wait, what? Oh, flagged for scoliosis. Yeah, I was, and that was in, like, 4th or 5th grade when they did that, maybe, like, 5th grade, and I was, like, so terrified. I was like, "I'm defective, and there's something wrong with me," and, I mean, I guess that and there was, but, they decided not to do, like, the big back brace. And honestly, I still think about that today because I kinda think I probably needed it. Because yeah, I almost and at that age, you do not wanna wear a back brace. You do not wanna stand out and look like you're a weirdo with just you know what I mean? Like, that terrified me, but looking back, I think it might have saved I think it might have helped my back straighten out more. I don't know. I think they should have taken it more seriously than they did. I had to go in and get it checked out, like, every 6 months to a year or something, and at one point, I had one leg that was severely longer than the other, and when that finally caught up, they were like, "Well, you're probably good to go," but then I had a disc get, like, herniated or whatever when I was in my young 20s, and I had to go to a chiropractor, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you totally have scoliosis, that's not doing well." And I was like, "Oh, they told me that it was probably not gonna be that bad," and she was like, "No, no. We haven't been able to get to the new house." Oh, I know, I thought about that today, Crispy. I'm like, "Well, I guess you haven't been quite as busy because you can't even work on the new" I just thought because of the cold, but, yeah, the snow. It's made it hard to do a lot of stuff. I know people who live in town are like, "Oh, the roads are plowed," and, but it's still just getting my groceries into the house is like, "Oh, wow, I almost fell again." You saw 60? Oh, whoa. Okay, so we could melt really quickly. Okay, good to know. Ooh, it's gonna be messy. It's gonna be messy. Um, well, guys, um, oh, but yeah, guys, anyone who wants to look at the merch, I had so much fun. That was one of the good things about my that was okay, so I couldn't sleep Saturday night. I was so worried about stuff and I was so distraught because I had just learned about my friend's death from 3 years ago. But I stayed up for hours looking at the merch store. I did not know how I mean, I kinda knew what we had on there, but I went ahead and, like I said, I ordered some things and, check it out. You guys don't have to buy a thing. I'm not trying to I don't want any of your guys' money. You know what I mean? Like, I would never be like, "Come on, guys." But check it out just for fun. And here's something I didn't order, and it was one of my favorite things. It just got too late and my brain was just fried, but they have long sleeve tie-dye shirts, 3 colors, 3 different color combinations. I want the purple and pink one so much. And I think what I wanna do is I wanna make one more design, and I think I wanna make it of me holding one of the rabbits, and I don't know which one yet. Either Sluggo or Donkey or maybe Delph, maybe this baby girl, I'm not sure, but I wanna make one more design and have it as an option with the tie-dyes because I'm gonna have so many things with giant Bunz logo or the donkey cookie logo that I was like, you know what? I think I want one with me and one of the rabbits. And so I may make a third design and put it on just like the tie-dye shirts maybe, or I don't know, maybe a sweatshirt or something, but you guys, there's a couple lavender options in tank tops and t-shirts. And that's one of my favorite colors of all time. But you guys will see me in Bunz wear very soon. And I'll surprise you. There's some stuff that is for the bunny room that, ooh, it's gonna be so cute. Can't believe it. You did like the tie-dye too? The tie-dye tank? Ooh, a tank? Okay, I'm gonna see if they make it. I'm gonna see if they make it crispy. Um, you've been working on getting rid of stuff and going through stuff at your current house. That's awesome. That's gonna make moving so much easier. Um, you scroll the entire merch store. You're gonna get a tank top. The tank tops, yeah. Tank tops, I love. And I was surprised how cute they were. So that is awesome. I almost got a tie-dye shirt. It was so hard to choose. I know. Don't worry. They'll be there. One of the things I liked about ordering this weekend is that there was a 25% off thing. And maybe there's like one more day left of that, but 25% off is pretty good. So I was like, okay, because I got to pay for the stuff too, you know? Um, would people buy underwear? I probably would. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. Especially if it had giant buttons on the back. Hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I wear a ton. I love tank tops and layering and stuff. And I did buy a pair of. I got the set of the cropped sweatshirt, and they come with shorty sweatpants. I kind of wish they were full length sweatpants. That's another thing. We need full length. There were some pants on there, but I like kind of poofy cotton sweatpants. I'm gonna take a look again at the sweatpants. But I wanted pink this pink sweatsuit, which I did end up getting, or was it lavender? Shoot, I can't remember now. But they were shorts, they're sweatpants shorts, which I will wear, but I'm more of a full length sweatpant. I wear those just a ton more. You know, you can wear them all year round. And Bunderwear. Oh my, so cute. Pajamas with prints of each bunny on the PJs. Oh my gosh, and then if kids could wear them, I mean, there's kids stuff on there too. There's kid sizes and baby onesies. I mean, there's dog bandanas, which I should have gotten some of those. Oh my gosh, I forgot to get the bandanas. Forgot tie-dye bandanas. But they have like waterproof jackets. They have um Under Armour leggings. I mean, I had to hold back, you guys. I wanted so many things. Um, underwear. Oh, okay, I'm gonna see if I can make that happen. What if it was tie-dyed underwear? First day well above freezing. Now a ladybug. Oh, now a ladybug is F. Wow. Wheeze Banana is speaking in banana language. He's speaking Bananese. Ladybug is flying. Oh, oh, I thought that was just Wheeze Banana knees. Bandana pajamas. Oh, bandanas and pajamas. Oh gosh. Underwear, pajamas, bandanas. Oh, oh, I love it. I love it. But guys, I am going to let's wrap up the stream. Thank you for being here, everyone. Oh, Donks, what are you trying? Are you trying to say hello? Uh-oh, Sluggo just tried to bite Donkey's face. Oh, fighting. Oh, Gwynnie intervened and broke up the fight. Oh, now they're nipping between Donkey and his papa. Hey, guys, we are family. We are all bunnies, you see. I said we are Bunz family. All the bunnies should get along. Yeah. All right, guys. I see there are now organic options. No organic tank. Yeah, the organic is really nice. They didn't have as many colors as I would have liked. And especially pink because pink looks cute with the logos, but I love organic. And okay, organic tank tops, I'm going to remember this. So organic tank tops, tie-dye tank, obviously Bunderwear, um and Bunz PJs. I would wear the heck out of giant Bunz PJs. Oh my gosh. No AJ Punk. I know, guys. I know he was posting all kinds of cute stuff on the like a poll about who's going to win the Super Bowl. I was just too sick last night. I didn't even check Discord. I was so out of it. Good night, donks. Oh, Lillian says good night. Your best friend Lillian says good night, donk donk. Yeah. Hey, good night, puppy. And a little naughty starting fights over here. But I'm just a bit of a sassafras. Yeah, that's the truth. Well, guys, I hope to see everyone tomorrow night. And I hope everyone has a good rest of your night. Hopefully things will calm down for all of us and the weather will be a little more, you know, not chill, but warm. Look at this girl. Teeny just done wore herself out. Oh, the other thing, guys, is I must have been out of it last night. I don't think I closed my bedroom door all the way. And I woke up to Teeny on one side of me this morning in my bed and Posh on the other. It was super adorable. And then Little Gray was like stretched out in my doorway. Ugh, they were just too cute. But I also had a lot of cords and stuff in my bedroom, and thankfully that no one chewed anything. But I mean, when you wake up and you feel terrible, but there's like two bunnies on either side of you, not that was a very sweet part of my day. Right, Jabba? Right, big girl? You thought Virginia was Donkey's oh, well, she is too. Donkey has a lot of besties, you know? I mean, how could you, he's so charismatic and floofy that he has a lot of besties. If you click on custom, you can pick whatever shirt or item you want. Really? Okay, I didn't even know that, Christy. Jeez, that is so cool. Good night, squeeze banana. But yeah, guys, the merch is really fun and I'm excited. So I got like every shopping bag they had. I'm gonna be buying all the produce for the bunnies in these adorable shopping bags. And there's organic shopping bags, Krispy Kreme. I think there's like cream and black, like natural cotton color and black. I got both. All right. All right, Miss Jabba. You're gonna be my star, my song star. Oh, now you're finally having your notebook. Huh? Easy go boy.
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar rush blazing a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws, leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right. He grins, mischievous eyes so wild. The chaos around him driving friends mild. Cookies drop, crumbs scatter in the bush. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Bite mark stories on furry cheeks. Donkey the rabbit at his cookie peak. Friends band together, a loving chase. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Ankle face, nibble pace. Donkey the rabbit, but sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, nibble on your face. Cookies come, big brother falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Plans ignore. Donkey want more, can't ignore.
He's a rabbit that can't get enough. Cookies loves to munch, munch, munch every day. Can't get enough. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating because he's a cookie king. He would eat the cookies until he turns into a cookie himself. He's a king of eating cookies. Can't get enough of them. He will never, ever, ever stop eating them. Keep them Down to the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops. Eat the cookie. He's a cookie king. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating 'cause he's a cookie king. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating 'cause he's a cookie king. One, two, three, four.
In a kingdom far away, there's a princess named Kira with beautiful brown locks rocks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight, she dances through the meadow with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen. But Captain Kira